Hello, it's Vanessa, your homeschool narrowboat teacher here. I thought I'd show you some pictures of Zephyr when she was a puppy before our lesson today. Here she is with her mum, who was a fox red lab. This picture is her first day at home with us. She was only 8 weeks old then. And here is her with her pink pig toy. And Zephyr had her first holiday in Cornwall, where she learnt to swim. Can you see how black her nose is? It turned pink when she was a year old and it's never gone back again. And now it's your time for your right to learn. We're doing column subtraction today, so come on everyone. Hello everyone. Today's lesson is the second lesson on all four operations. The first maths lesson I did was on the column addition, and today we're going to be doing column subtraction. Now there's three different scenarios that I want to show you with column subtraction, but let's have a look at the steps anyway. So step one, we start in the ones, just like with the column addition, and we move up each time, just like with the column addition. But step three is slightly different. So if we do this calculation, let's have a look. 9 ones subtract 6 ones. So 9 take away 6, and that's 3. Now a good way of checking back as you go along is to have a look at the answer and the next digit above it. If you add them together, then you should total the number above. 3 add 6 is 9. And that's like doing the inverse check. And the inverse is the opposite function. And today we are doing subtraction, which is opposite to addition. So now we move into the next column up. So we've calculated subtracting our ones. Now we're going to subtract our tens. And this is 7 tens take away 6 tens. 70 take away 60. And 7 tens take away 6 tens would leave 1 10. 10. And now we do this, we move on to the next column. And now we're in our hundreds. 600 subtract 400s. Or 6 take away 4, 600 take away 400 is 200s. Let's check back. 1 and 6 is 7, 1 10 and 6 10 is 7 tens, 200s and 400s are 600s. So far we're calculating correctly. And then finally, we're moving into our thousands column. And we have 3,000 subtract 2,000. And our answer is 1,000. And we can check back, 1 add 2 is 3. Now, like I encourage you to do with all of the calculations, it's to have an estimate answer, which is one of my lessons before, on your calculation. And so I've called this 3,700 and I've called this 2,500. I'm subtracting them. So my estimate answer, it's going to leave you 2 here and 1 here, is 1,200. And look, we're only 13 away. So it fits with our estimate. And we've individually checked back each digit here to give us the top digit. So we've done well there. So here I have the whole number 3,372 and I'm subtracting 2,466. Now with subtraction, with calculating with the column method, you must always make sure that your whole top number is greater than the number underneath. And that it will show you in your thousands column. These numbers at the top might be bigger or smaller. However, the whole number on the top has to be bigger than the number underneath. But let's have a look. Right away in our ones scenario, we've got 2 ones subtract 6 ones. So if you have just 2 ones, and I will draw them as I've drawn them in my previous lessons for ones, if I've only got 2 ones, I can't possibly take away 6 ones using the column subtraction method. So now I have to do step 3. And step 3 says, take one of the value of the next column. So the next column is tens, and I take one of that value, so 110, if the top digit is less than the bottom digit, which it is here. Top digit is less than the bottom digit. So I have to take one value of the 10. So that means I'm taking 10. But if I take away 10 from the 7 tens, I'm going to leave behind 6 tens. And the 1 10 that I've taken, I put here in front of the 2 ones. So now I do 12 subtract 6. Well, 12 subtract 6 is 6. And we can count back. 6 add 6 is 12. Okay, so we've done our first calculation using step 3. So now I go into my tens column, so I move up a column because I've calculated the ones. And now I've got 6 tens take away 6 tens. Well, if I have 6 tens and I subtract 6, I'm not going to have any tens left. And we can check back. 0 plus 6 is 6. So we're doing fine. Now we move to the column up. So now we're moving to the hundreds. And this time we have 3 hundreds and we have to subtract 4 hundreds. Now remember, I showed you hundreds as flats. So 100, 200, 300. If I have 3 hundreds, I can't possibly take away 4 hundreds from them because there's not enough, there's only 3. So I go to step 3 again. I take one of the value of the next column up, so the greater column. I don't come back here, I go up. So I have 300s and I need to borrow, I have 300s and I need to borrow from the thousands, okay? So I cross off here and I leave 2,000 behind because I only ever take one. And then I bring the 1 over here, which means I've got 1,300 take away 400. Hundreds take away 400s are 900s. So now I check back. 900s and 400s is 1300s. Okay? Then I move to the next column up, and that one is my 1,000 column. And here I have 2,000s take away 2,000s. Well, if I subtract 2,000s take away 2,000s, there's nothing left. I could write a 0 here, but because it's at the beginning of my number, my answer is 906. But I can check back here. 0 add 2 is 2. 900s add 400s is 1300s, 0 tens add 6 tens is 6 tens, and 6 ones add 6 ones are 12 ones. So my answer fits in here. I'm going to rub that out because my answer is 906. So now the final scenario I want to show you, which can come up in subtraction. So here my number is 3,200, subtract 2,466. And my estimate answer is 500, calling this 3,000 and this 2,500. But the scenario here is that I've actually got 2 zeros here. And I cannot have 0 subtract 6 because there's nothing to take away from 0. So you can't take 6 away from 0. And then when I move to the column up, you'll see that there's nothing there either. So what I have to do now is I have to take 100, which I do. So I take 100, which leaves me 100 behind because there's 200s there. So I leave the 100 behind. And then I put the 100 over here. So now I have got 10 tens, which is 100. But that's too big to transfer directly over here. I can't put 100 in the ones column. I can only put a 10 in the ones column in order to do step 3. So now that means my number is 10, so I can go and take 1 from the 10, which would leave behind 9 tens, 90. And I can put the 1 10 that I have just taken from that 100, or 10 tens, to leave 90. I've now got that there, meaning my number is now 10 subtract 6. So did you see what I did? We skipped the tens column. We took 100 away from the 200s. We took that over to the tens column. Then we turned that into 9 tens, and the 1 10 we took from the 10 tens we have put here. So now 10 subtract 6 is 4. 9 tens subtract 6 tens are 3 tens. Now here we've got 100 subtract 400. We can't do that, so we do our step 3. We go to the column up, which is thousands. We take 1,000 away, leaving 2,000 behind, and the 1,000 we've taken from the 3,000 we put here. So now we've got 1,100 subtract 400, Or we have 1100 subtract 400s, so that's 7. And finally, we have 2000 subtract 2000 is 0 again. So I'm not going to write anything in there. I'm going to check back using my inverse, which is addition. 4 add 6 is 10. 3 tens add 6 tens are 9 tens. 700s add 400s are 1100s. And 0 add 2000s are 2000s. 734. It's only 234 from my estimate answer, and we checked back. So scenario 3 is what you do if you go to the column up and there's nothing there. Hopefully I've explained that clearly. Why don't you have a go at the activity and see if you've understood. Good luck. Pause the video and write down these calculations. Remember to subtract. Good luck. And now it's time to check your answers. So how did you get on? So let's lock in our learning. When you're subtracting, always start in the ones column, then move up along each time. Take one of the value of the next column up if the top digit is less than the digit underneath. Well done, I'm proud of you, you've worked really hard. Now it's time for Zephyr's Learning Lab. Zephyr would like you to teach someone else how to use column subtraction with the 3 different scenarios. Find out how much you weighed when you were born. Zephyr was 11 pounds at 8 weeks. Imagine you have a restaurant and design your own special menu. Dogs are omnivores. Make a chart of carnivores, herbivores and omnivores.